Hello YouTube. Initially we're all born ignorant. Initially we're all confused from the world in general. We have to be taught by our parents or by our education or by whatever means to understand the world. Unfortunately, as evolution of this subjective evolution, as it were, transpires, it really doesn't grow very much per generation, because parents want their children to be like them, because the ego wants to self-perpetuate itself. So this is why we have in families, of course there are circumstances where the child may actually want to carry on the family business, and the parent may not want them to, which is different from that struggle. Although it may be the same, because the ego, the person's ego doesn't want their child to have their misfortune. In any case, we're born completely innocent to the world, and as we get older, we end up growing, as it were, we grow up. Unfortunately, the way we are raised, really it's because of our culture. Most of us are confused from the truth. Most of us are confused because we've been distracted by the infinite ocean of possible distractions that come our way. I mean, when we're born, though, and when we're children, especially young children, and in families where there's no religion being espoused, there's no way of thinking being espoused, there's only education, the children are more likely to be open to truth, and the truth is reality, just reality itself. The inability to accept or understand comes with two reasons. There's reasons behind that, and that is you don't have knowledge, and the other reason would be you're trying to escape the truth or avoid it, because it would conflict with your concept of the world, your world concept. So, I mean, this is the human condition. I mean, we could say, well, I wish we had a manual once we're old enough to read that would tell us the way of the world, like a life manual, and it would tell you the truth of all of reality, and it would be like a enlightenment handbook, and there would be no professed way of living to go along with it. It would only be information. It would only be the kind of information that science has discovered, which is that the nature of matter, just the general concept that science, or the general paradigm that science has discovered. But then to go beyond that into the philosophical, into the subjective aspect, and then realize that human nature really isn't human nature, it's nature in general. I mean, so yeah.